Good morning, you two. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday's literacy lesson. Today we're going to be really focusing on Cyril's thoughts and feelings, ready for our diary entry. Today you will need a pencil, coloured pencils, or a different coloured pencil or pen you can use, and then your home learning book. It'll be really useful also if you have your 5W boxes plan that you created in yesterday's lesson. So if you need to pause the video and get anything that you need, you can do so now. Okay, so for our SPAG activity today, we're going to continue our work on synonyms. So if you want to pause the video and write SPAG or synonyms as your subtitle, you can do so now. Brilliant. So a synonym, can you remember what a synonym is? Brilliant. A synonym is a word that has the same meaning. So fast and quick, gigantic and huge or humongous, little, tiny, small, and brilliant, excellent, fantastic, amazing. All words that mean the exact same, it's just a different word to use. Okay. Is to find the synonyms that mean the same as happy in each sentence. So our first sentence is, when I arrived home, I was delighted to see a present waiting for me. And our second sentence is, the jolly postman was exhausted after delivering all of his letters. He wished he had remembered his bike. So what I'd like you to do is you can simply write down the synonyms. You don't need to write out the whole sentence. You can just write down the synonym and find the synonym that means the same as happy in each sentence. So pause the video and see if you can find the synonyms for happy. Brilliant, let's see if you were right. So when I arrived home, I was delighted to see a present. The synonym for happy was delighted. Brilliant, because if we change it, so when I arrived home, I was happy to see a present waiting for me. Makes sense if we just change the synonym to happy. Well done. The jolly postman was exhausted after delivering all of his letters. He wished he had remembered his bike. The synonym for happy was jolly. Brilliant, because if we change it, the happy postman was exhausted. It means the exact same thing. Well done. If you got match the right synonyms to happy, you can give yourself a fabulous tick. Okay, so moving on to our main literacy lesson now. So for literacy this week, our challenge is to write a diary entry, and we're really thinking about pretending to be Cyril and telling our diaries about what has happened to us that day and how it made us feel. So yesterday we focused on what happened to Cyril, and today we're going to focus on how we're only going to be today describing feelings and how he was thinking. So we're going to be ticking off that feature of our waggle to add to our plan, ready to write our diary entry. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to need your 5Ws now that you created yesterday in your plan, and a different coloured pen or pencil. This is just because what we're going to do is write down Cyril's thoughts and feelings for each box, and you're just going to need a different coloured pen or pencil so that it really stands out and we know that this colour is for Cyril's thoughts and feelings. So if you need to collect this and find a different coloured pen or pencil, you can do so now before we get started. Okay, so what we're going to do now is using our plan of the 5Ws of what happened to Cyril that day, we're now going to think about how he was feeling at each point and what thoughts he might have had, so that when we write our diary entry pretending to be Cyril, we can say for each point what happened and how it made him feel and what he might have been thinking. So we're going to start with the first box, that is when. So at the start of that morning, you've got to pretend to be Cyril to wake up and realise what type of day it is. It was a glorious gleaming morning for my diary. Now, if it's a glorious gleaming morning, Cyril might be feeling excited. He might be wondering if he's going to get a smile today with the sunshine beaming away. he might be thinking, hopefully he might make a friend today, and he might be really looking forward to having a fabulous day. So I can write this anywhere you've got a space. I'm going to put that he's going to be feeling excited. And it doesn't need to be a full sentence. I've just put the word excited. And he might be, I think, for my diary entry, yours might be different, so you can have different thoughts, and that's okay. But for my diary entry, I think he's going to be thinking about making a friend today. So thought. So remember, it's past tense, it's already happened. So he woke up one glorious gleaming morning, and I thought I might make a friend. Finally, I'm going to add finally on because it's been after a long time. I finally might make a friend. So that's for when, just at the beginning of the morning. So I woke up, I could see it was a beautiful, glorious, gleaming day, and I was feeling really excited because I thought I might finally make a friend today. So you can pause the video now and add to your when box at the start of the morning, if you were Cyril, how was he feeling and what was he thinking about? Remember, it's past tense from our spag box, so I've put excited. It wasn't exciting, it was excited because remember, it's already happened. So pause the video now, see if you can add your thoughts and feelings to your when box. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're on to the next part of Cyril's day where he arrived at the park. Now, I think if I was Cyril, and every time I've been out in the sunshine, and everyone's been quite mean and not very welcoming to Cyril, I think he might have started waking up really excited, but now he's getting close to the park and he can see all the beautiful butterflies and starts thinking about the people he's going to meet. I think he might start to feel quite nervous and have butterflies in his tummy. So I think for this part, when I write about Cyril getting to the park, I think I'm going to feel that he's going to be quite nervous. Oh, I've just thought of another word. When I feel nervous and worried, another word for that is anxious. Can you say anxious? Brilliant. Anxious means nervous and worried about something. So I'm going to put feeling anxious. Now that's A-N-X-I-O-U-S, in case you want to steal that word. That's a great word to magpie. I think he's going to be quite anxious, and I think he might be thinking that people might be quite mean, or he might be wondering if someone's going to shout at him. Okay, so pause video now, and for the box where he's getting into the park and seeing all the people and beginning to approach them, how is he feeling and what might he be thinking? So pause video now and add Cyril's thoughts and feelings. Excellent, brilliant. So the next box is what happened to Cyril. So what happened is when he got there, he cast his shadow over everyone and he saw all the sad faces, so he started to cry. Okay, so how might Cyril be feeling when that started to happen? Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling really panicky and starting to really worry now. So I'm going to say that when I'm writing as Cyril, I'm going to say I panicked. Okay, so I need past tense for that, so I need to make sure I have ed. So I'm going to write panicked in this box for what happened. So when he started to rain, I'm going to say I panicked. Make sure I've got that ed on the end. And now don't forget what he was thinking as well. So I think he's going to be thinking why everyone is always so mean to him. Why can't I make a friend? So I thought, why won't they be my friend? And I'm asking a question, so I need a question mark on the end. You might be thinking, why won't anybody smile at me? I really wish I could be different. Or you might be thinking, I wish I was a rainbow or a sunshine instead. So pause the video and you can add your thoughts and feelings to your what happened box. Brilliant. Okay, the next box is who. So this is when he meets the other characters and everybody who was telling him to go away. So thinking about how he was feeling, and we can use our synonyms for this that we've been working on in your spag. So if you want to look back at your work that we were doing yesterday when we were sorting our words and synonyms for sad, they could be a really good vocabulary to magpie for this, because if people always told you to go away and you felt really lonely and you were really excited for one day finally making a friend, and all people said to you was, I wish you would go away, why do you keep following me, it'd be a better day if you weren't here, it wouldn't just make you feel sad, I'd be feeling a lot worse than sad. So you could magpie one of your synonyms for sad from your spag starter. So things like you'd be feeling miserable and devastated. So see if you can look back and find a much better word for sad. Okay, so I'm going to use the word heartbroken because I think I'd really feel heartbroken if nobody wanted to be my friend. So I'm going to put heartbroken in this box. Heartbroken. Okay, and thinking about, you might be thinking, I thought, I really wish I had a friend, maybe I need to be different, wondering why he's always making people sad. So you might be thinking, I wish I had a friend. Remember, you can write whatever you wish that you think Cyril might be thinking or feeling. I wish I had a friend. Fabulous. So you can use mine to magpie from if you want to magpie some of my ideas. Don't forget to look back at your synonyms as well, and you can add to your Who box using the pictures that you drew from yesterday to add some keywords about how Cyril was feeling and what thoughts he had. Great work, Year 2. Okay, we're on the last box now, which is, I know the story is longer, but we're just going to break the first part of the story down to being in one day. So we're on the bit, the part of the story where the other characters and say why things happened. So saying that no one smiled and he felt like he ruined everybody's fun. So I think on this part he's really going to start to feel really lonely. So I'm going to change that from really to extremely lonely. So extremely lonely. Now this is where Cyril's going to stop for the day and then think about what happens in the rest of the story for the next day. Now what happens to Cyril after everyone tells him to go away? What does he do? Yeah, he goes away, he drifts to a new land. So you might be thinking that he needs to go far away and might not think at first that he needs to find new friends, but you might think that he just needs to go far away where no one else is so he can't ruin anyone's day. So you might be thinking about drifting far away and being alone forever. But what he doesn't realise is that tomorrow he will find some new friends. So what you can do for the final part of the lesson is to pause the video and add your thoughts and feelings to the Y box. So you can pause the video now. Excellent, well done Year 2. You've really tried hard to make sure you've really described Cyril's thoughts and feelings and really up-level in choosing that fantastic vocabulary. Well done, we've created a fantastic detailed plan for our diary entry, ready for tomorrow, where we're going to use all our ideas in pictures and words to help us write a beautiful detailed diary entry in the role of Cyril. So well done, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next literacy lesson.